Hey all, and welcome to Tech Fact Friday. Today we're going to do something slightly different than usual. Rather than looking at a piece of technology, we're going to explore a little about the history and description of what a systems administrator does. After all, today is Systems Administrator Appreciation Day. The modern job description of a system administrator, according to LinkedIn, is that they perform day-to-day maintenance and repairs, including software and computer installations and upgrades, routine automation, security maintenance, troubleshooting, training, and technical support for all users and projects of the organization. They also monitor and maintain the server system. Compared to some professions, like a lawyer or horse jockey, this is a relatively new one. However, it has changed a lot over its relatively short lifespan. So let's see what a day of a system administrator might have looked like several decades ago compared to what it looks like today. When looking back, one thing that has changed significantly is the size of the equipment they work with. The computers and servers were much larger and their memory capabilities much smaller. System admins used to be responsible for inputting data to computers by way of a punch card. These cards look similar to the multiple choice cards you get in school when taking a test. The card would be placed in a card reader, which would read the data by the absence or presence of holes, and that data would be inputted into the computer. The data on the punch card could be anything from an employee's information to a computer program. Of course, there were limitations of how much data could be added to the card simply due to its size constraints. Often it would take multiple cards just for one program. From there, data input changed to floppy disks and then thumb or USB drives, slowly decreasing in size while increasing in data storage. Another way it changed is the frequency in which the command line interface is used. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what that is. But for those who don't, it allows a person to enter commands or arguments directly into the operating system or program. You can also perform some basic tasks like creating folders this way too. Today, most system admins use a GUI, or a graphical user interface, for this purpose. Lastly, the biggest way the job of a system admin has changed is in security. Decades ago, malware wasn't as big of a deal as it is now. Sure, it existed, but it didn't have the ability to spread as far and wide or inflict the amount of damage it does now. Computer and data security was fairly non-existent. After attacks in the early 2000s that left admins spending weeks to rectify the damage done to their systems, their role in security escalated. Now, system admins may be responsible for things like testing their company's firewalls to see if they withstand attacks, sending fake phishing campaigns to employees and then educating those employees if they fall for the scam, and integrating firewalls into the company network to scan for internal threats, not simply placing them on the perimeter like a guard dog. As system admin Sandra Henry Stalker put it, "Today, you're irresponsible if you're not behaving in a manner that might have seemed paranoid 20 years ago." That's all we have time for today. Thanks for tuning in, and if you have any ideas for topics you'd like to have us cover, leave a comment. Remember to share, like, and follow for more content like this. Until next time, it's time for an upgrade, a technical upgrade.